Hey guys, Tony here. I'm in my home theater and it's been a while since my last update. Now the reason for that, and I've had a lot of people asking me for an update on my room because anyone that's been following my channel recently will know that I've been going through a big upgrade. Now the reason that I've had to delay things is all because of the screen. Unfortunately, the screen that Elite Screen sent me, while it's a pretty impressive screen, unfortunately it has wrinkles in it, and this has partly to do with the fact that it's using an acoustically transparent woven material. Now, the woven material is very difficult to keep wrinkle free, even with the tab tensions. So unfortunately, I've had to part ways with Elite Screens on this project. Now, the good news, and I will go into this in a little bit, is that Screen Technics, which is a local company here in Australia, decided that they would help me out. And they took on the task to engineer a woven acoustically transparent screen, which is something that they haven't even been able to do in the past. Now, I'm really excited to share that they have been successful in building this screen, and I will be getting that screen next Wednesday. Now, that's a pretty groundbreaking thing because woven screens in acoustically transparent in a roll down format are almost impossible to do. It's just the way that the material hangs. There's no stretch in the material, so when it's pulled, it just creates ripples. So today what we'll do is I'll just go around and I'll show you a few things in the room. I'm going to cover off the curtains, the brand new star ceiling, the chairs, and just the overall state of the project, so stay tuned. So guys, you might see I have my original 120-inch screen here. Now this isn't the screen that's going to be staying here. The reason that I put it here is because I can't use the roll down screen and I wanted to be able to use it. The irony in all of that is I have not used this room one time since this happened. So it's here for the moment. I'll show you. I put it, it's on a hinge, and you'll see I'll be able to lift it up and you'll see there's my Krix MX10 speakers. Now again, this is only temporary. It's in fact going to be coming down. My son, who's holding the camera right now, we're going to take all of this out. So the whole front wall is coming out. But what I thought I'd do is I'll show you what we've got here. So this is the masking panel, this and the one at the top. So this is to create the masking system. You can see it's on a drawer slide, and on the drawer slide behind there is a linear actuator, and that will push the panels up and down. All of that works. It's already in place and it works. And it was working with the roll down screen. So I haven't got any demos to show you now because obviously it's in this state. But I will be showing you as soon as we get it back up. So there's panels at the top, panels at the bottom, and you can see up there, there's a flocking material, and that flocking material is what will create the mask. And it works perfectly. So that's the very next thing that we'll be doing. My son, who's holding the camera, we're going to be ripping all of this out and pulling down the Elite screens in preparation for the new roll down screen next week. So the other interesting thing that we're doing here is, you can see there's no curtains here. So my friend Shannon from Highland Shutters, again, another local Australian company, he was instrumental in getting these current curtains that I have in place. So what he did is he sent his boys over and they actually removed the curtains that were in the front and on the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend this curtain just to the edge of the door. And so that's going to open and close with the door. But then at the front, we're going to do a center opening curtain just in the front, and that's going to be motorized. And what's going to happen is when you open the door, it triggers the sensors, and then the screen curtains will open up. So that's something really cool that I've always wanted to do in this room. I wasn't able to achieve it in the last version of this room build. I was able to get them in and it worked only with my motors. It didn't work very well, but it worked, so I just left them open. But this time Shannon's actually worked out a way of doing it with his motors that will just open and close. Now, the other thing that we're doing, I did mention that we're going to rip all of this steel out, but my friend Ben is going to come over and we're going to be making the fabric panels for the front. So you can see this material here. This is a beautiful material that he got for me, and this material, you can see it's textured. The panels will all be covered in this material, and those panels will be removable and they will frame the screen. So there won't be a bezel around the screen. It will just be basically the panels. And those panels will be removable, so I can get access to the speakers and the electronics down there that I have for the actuator panels. So that covers off the build of the front wall. Again, it's been very delayed, but hopefully we should get some action next week. So the other thing that we did very recently is my good friend Marty flew over from WA, Western Australia, and he installed the star ceiling. Now, this is his own invention, and the method that he used is very similar to the one that I had before, which was using magnets. And he actually developed the whole LED controller system himself. So I am going to have a full video on this star ceiling system. I think it's worth having its own video, but you can see here it's all in place. It goes from edge to edge, and the panels are pretty seamless. I just noticed though, I think I've got to, because I had to pull one of the panels down just to do something with the power, I've just got to make some adjustments, but it's all a magnet, so everything just looks really good in this room. I have the lights on really bright, like it's like full on bright in here at the moment, so any tiny little mark or scuff is going to show up in this room at the moment, but obviously it's going to be all nice and clean once we finish. This last Krix subwoofer, this one here, is going to go on top of the MX-10. So this is you can see it's quite narrow. It's so that it can fit on top, and I can use this for the Trinnov waveforming that I'm going to be doing. So it has identical cabinet volume to the other 12-inch subwoofers that I've got. They're pretty much all the same, similar cabinet volume, but I'll be able to mount it on its side above the LCR, and that will do predominantly the bass steering towards the back of the room. It'll steer the bass and that's for waveforming, so I can get waveforming in this room. Don't know how it's going to turn out, but my friend Michael from Krix will be coming up, so we'll be showing that in a video coming soon. The last part of the waveforming, you can see up here, I'm going to tidy all this up, neaten all this up, but I've basically developed a French cleat system. You can see the other subwoofer over there is nice and mounted on the wall next to my Hyperphonics 45 speakers. So this is the Volcanic Slim. I'll put it down behind the chair just for now, just to get a bit of bass, because obviously the room needs to be calibrated. I have to cut a hole here just so I can feed the RCA and the power into the speaker, because it'll be flush mounted up against this pillar. We're going to route the power, which is down there, in through the column. This is what happens when things go wrong. You have to have a bit of flexibility and understand that when you're doing something like this, that nothing ever goes to plan. And what I thought was going to be a few weeks has turned into a few months. Yes, a few months. This is just the way things go, especially when you're relying on other people and you're relying on other people's good graces to help you. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to be a bit flexible and understand that you have to make decisions on the fly, and you have to compromise. And that's what this room is. It's all about compromise. My room is the ultimate room for compromise. The dimensions, everything about it is just not ideal for a home theater, but I think I've created something pretty cool in this room. So guys, the last thing that I wanted to cover off in this room is the Monza chairs. These are the Valencia theater seating Monza chairs, and these were sent to me by Valencia. I'm not going to say too much, spruik my wares here, but I am a dealer for Valencia in Australia, and so you can take what I'm saying with a pinch of salt if you don't trust me, but I love these chairs so much that I actually ordered another 3, and they're all going to be single seaters. So these have the 15,000 grade Napa leather, absolutely beautiful to the touch. They're nice and smooth, really soft leather, premium feel. The reason that I love these chairs is they have this higher back, and whilst I do have the Grand Barcelonas upstairs, which are good for audiophiles because you're not blocking the speakers, when this is pushed back a little bit more, you'll see the speaker will be able to go over it, and when you recline, like, it will literally put your ears in a direct line of sight to the speakers. So I'm going to have a single in the front, single on the other side, and then I'm going to have 3 individual chairs across this back row. So I'm mostly in here on my own all the time, so having slightly off to the side is totally fine, and people will still get an awesome experience. I did test it. I had it out here. This row easily fits 3 single chairs, and without any trouble at all. So I'm really looking forward to that. That will be coming in November, and that's when I'm going to do a full review on these chairs. But they are just super comfortable. They don't have an individual accessory holder, but what they do have, if you have a look here, is these big solid stainless steel, or I think it's stainless steel because it's very heavy. They've got this thing that you sort of put into the cup holder. So you put that into the cup holder, fits nicely in the middle, and then you can put your accessory in, and then off you go. Alternatively, you can use it as a cup holder if you like. So it's got heaps of storage as well. So you can still fit plenty of things in here. So I've got my Zidu remote. Comes with double hinge. It's nice, works well. It doesn't have the huge feature length armrest that you do get on the Tuscany and the Oslo, but still, I mean, plenty of storage if you need it. One of the best features in this chair, it's got the carbon fiber. So this is German-made carbon fiber, and what makes it really cool, and I'm a massive sucker for lighting, anyone that knows me knows that, they've got LEDs going all the way around. So you can actually change the colors. You just press and hold the button, and you can see, changes the colors. Yeah, you can't really tell too much because I've got the purple from the other one, but you can see it's changing. Look up here, Rob. But you can see here, and you've got 3 modes of brightness, so you can dim it down all the way, or you can just keep your finger on the button and it will change it and cycle through the different colors, which just helps you when you're trying to set a mood for your room. Now, Govee lights are absolutely awesome, and I managed to get a whole bunch of Govee products to help me with this room. Now I've changed all of the lights from LIFX. I've pretty much ripped them all out, and now I've gone with Govee lights. So I have Govee lights in the ceiling around the edges, and these are very powerful bulbs, and they change colors. I've also got, you can see I've just got this one down here because the weight of the transformer has kind of pulled it down. I actually have to screw the transformer into the sidewall so that it doesn't put too much weight on it. But you see, it's the Govee actually make this product with a diffuser, so the LEDs and the diffuser, and I've basically run them all the way around the channel. I've left it like that so you can see what's inside. You can see there, you can see the LED strip, and you can see the channel and the diffuser for it. So yeah, it's got adhesive, it's very strong adhesive. It's just I've got the transformer hanging, so it pulled it down. But they change colors. I'll demonstrate. This is also a Govee remote, which is also really awesome. You can press presets, so you can create presets, and you can see there now I've changed this to rainbow, and you can see the various colors all changing, and it creates a nice mood. So I've got various, this is my build montage color scheme, you'll see in a sec. This is my red and blue, which is my favorite color scheme. And yeah, everything changes. And once the room goes a bit dark like this, it just looks really awesome. So again, I'll have a full video on my Govee lights because I think that they're affordable and attainable for the average home theater enthusiast. So guys, that pretty much wraps up the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, share to your friends, share to anyone that is interested in building a home theater. This is my 3rd attempt at doing this room, so I do have a bit of experience, and there's a lot of tips and tricks that I've included along the build journey. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss those videos. I've got more updates coming, lots of products, product reviews, as well as describing all of the things that we're doing. I have time lapses of everything. So in the build series, you will see how we've built this room, and it will give you ideas on how to do it yourself if you're so inclined. Now, again, guys, hopefully next week I will have another video, and I will be able to show you the front wall. That's my aim, because that is the pinnacle of this room, will be the front wall and the speakers being hidden behind a roll-up screen. So if I want to be able to show the speakers, I can hit the button, show them off, close them, and you're back to watching a movie. Anyway guys, I absolutely love this stuff. If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about home theater. I don't go into the emotional side of it very much, but guys, I absolutely love this hobby. I think I enjoy doing things in the room more than I actually enjoy watching movies, which is pretty sad. But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.